Good evening, chaps. Welcome to the super steady Weggy rock show, otherwise known as the Hunstanton, pre-Hunstanton Skeggy Meet 2016, ready for September the 10th, I believe, which is a Saturday, and I'm not working nights. Good evening, chaps.
Sorry, I missed that. What was the name of the hangout again?
You can fuck right off, mate. That's the first time. Yep. Anyway, evening, chaps. Going to say hello quickly to Chris. Going to say hello to Rich. Going to say hello to Skeggy, Mr. Suffolk, Dave, and me, Weggy. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening, and welcome.
And welcome.
And welcome back to Weggy's place.
Weggy's place, yeah. The cock on the rock. Yeah, splendid. Anyway, it's good to see you chaps again. It's been, I think it's been years since we had the last hangout, at least it seems like it anyway. And I know we've all got plenty to talk about. Obviously about the forthcoming meet that we got at Hunstand, and last year was an absolute peach of a meet. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, and if I remember rightly, I'd just come off a night shift, and I rode up to Hunstand completely bollocksed, and we suffered 30-degree temperatures all day, and Wegster nearly fell asleep 5 times on the way back. So, fortunately, this particular year, I'm coming off a day shift, and then we're just going to have a nice clean run on the Saturday. So, happy days. Weather's looking good for the next few weeks. We're looking for I believe a heat wave, if I'm right in saying.
Some supposed to be getting hotter than it is in Ibiza or something like that.
I think there's a heat wave Saturday, isn't there? And Sunday morning.
I believe, yeah. Do you reckon that's going to last till September the 10th, though, Rich? Is right?
No.
No. But yeah, all's good. I mean, obviously, we'll hand over the reins to Mr. Skeggys himself, so he can explain more to the viewers. I mean, it's all been pretty well explained anyway about the meet on Facebook and this and the other. And we've got 5 viewers at the moment. As soon as we get to 205, 305, so on and so forth, we'll start talking more about it. In the meantime, Chris, mate, I'll go to you first. What have you been up to the last few weeks, days, months, years?
I've been busy, mate. I've been busy. You know, we had a baby girl just before Christmas. So,
yeah.
Obviously, being a new dad again is always a challenge. It's been fun. She's growing up so fast, and she's already like bonded to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've seen your wife's getting artistic with the camera, mate.
Yeah. Well, she always has been pretty handy with the camera. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's all good. Kids are all good. She's getting pretty artistic. She's started up, well, not her own, but she's in the sax quartet now. She's a very, very talented musician, my missus. Yeah. So I've been busy doing videos promoting them. Bought the new for me Honda CBR, as you guys might have seen. That's running alright. I've got a couple of things that need doing to it.
Yeah, you got to restrip them wheels, mate.
Restrip them.
Yeah. Yeah, we know about it, don't we, Chris? It's not as easy as you might believe, actually, putting the old striping on the wheels.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even going to do a video on it because I'd never done it before, and I wasn't feeling confident. But if there's one thing that I've always said about my channel, I'm always going to show it, right, okay, this is how it is. And you'll learn more from watching me cock it up than from doing it properly. So
what you're saying is, watch this, I fucked up, don't you do it.
Yeah. As a don't do video rather than follow me. You know, this is a supercharged video, right? This is how you stripe your wheels. Not right. This is how I did mine. Bang, boom, right. And to be quite honest with you, we weren't taking the piss, but it was a job that from a distance looked okay, didn't it, Chris?
Yeah. It's like I said to my mate, going past him 100 miles an hour, you don't
know.
To be fair, they look as good from the same distance as my tyres do. Them tyres that right look nice. You get up close and you go, what did you do?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I know what you're saying, mate, because I do the old tyre painting and you do it to the best of your ability. And it's the same as when I done the wheel rims on the ZX12 with them. You know, I got these wheel rim stickers, and to be quite honest with you, I had to send away for another 3 sets because it wasn't down to the fact that I wasn't trying to do it properly, and I was being very detailed with it and trying to get the right angle with the rim and everything else. But they were so delicate when you put them on, and if you rub them slightly or whatever, the whole thing just split, and you get independent letters and numbers and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And so I said, away. I actually spoke to the guy again, and he said to me, he said, you really, the rims, when you put any of them stickers on, the rims really need to be 100% clean. Can't be anything on them whatsoever. Any residue from soap even, you know, and you also need to warm them up. And when I went on, I'm 80% happy with them. If you look up close, they're not as good as I'd like them to be, but they're not too bad, you know. But not the easiest task in the world, but anyway. So all's looking rosy for yourself, Chris, mate, yeah?
Yes, mate, all going good.
Good.
Thankfully.
All right, okay. Okie dokie. Dave looks a little bit like, let's have a look here. Charles Bronson, yeah. You got the Charles Bronson look here, Storks.
If you say so.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, Richard, how are you, mate?
Hello.
And what have you been up to, not that we don't know?
No, not really.
Are you clicking in a few miles, mate?
Yeah, I've got a couple of thousand, well, about 2,500 at the minute. So it's not bad going, is it? But
That's in a week, isn't it?
I only just watched the video where you say I should have to be careful because I'm nearly clocking up 1,000 miles. I've got to take it into its service.
oops.
How long was that yesterday?
Yeah, but then when you get past 1,000, you're allowed to open it up, and that's really good fun. And the mileage goes up real quick then.
Yeah.
Quite surprisingly quickly.
Mm.
No, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
I'm actually a bit jealous, mate, to be honest with you. Not because of your bike. You know, you got a lovely bike, and I've got a quack, and you know you're happy with your own bikes. But the fact is that your missus, right, has no problem with you touring the country every weekend. You go out, you get no grief, you get no hassle. You don't go moaning, right? Mrs. C suits you down to the ground. Am I right? You have no problems. You can do as many miles in a weekend as you possibly so wish. You
got to remember I work from home. So she sees me all the way through the week. So if I go out for a day, that's a benefit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose it is, really, isn't it? Yeah. But you are lucky, mate. You're lucky.
I didn't realise you received benefits. Don't get me wrong. To work from home, that type of benefit is the best sort. I've always been, you know, when I've seen these people on television, it says people on benefit, and I'm like, I'm not watching that shit.
You learn a lot. You learn a lot.
No, it's all about people who can go out for a ride. It's all right then, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Well, there was that Benefit Street program, wasn't there? And wasn't it you, Dave, who rode down there, and there was... Yeah. It's weird because on the TV there were just people running about fighting and what have you, but when you were down there it was empty. Presumably they'd all gone to work.
Yeah. Every single time that I went down there, apparently, because I go down there often down that road. It's one of my little runs that I do. And
you're a lawn shark, that's why, isn't it? When you're going for collecting.
Every time I went down there, I didn't see a single film, not one.
Yeah.
Yet 6 months later, 8 months later, whatever it is, they said, we've been filming for a year on this street, and you didn't see me ride past. I didn't see any film crew there.
Really?
They may have been filming there for a year, but they probably only came one day every 2 or 3 weeks.
Perhaps there were lots of jobs and they're on a dole.
It's like when they did the program about Jed, the Britain in the Sun. It was the same sort of thing. They don't really show it for what it is.
No.
And they'll spend 1 or 2 days filming in the month.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. You won't see them the rest of the time.
And then say they've been there all year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what a load of old shit anyway, to be honest with you.
TV, innit?
It is TV, mate. And to be honest with you, how many of you chaps actually sit down for more than probably 10 minutes a night watching telly?
Yeah, that's why we watch box sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of which, just before we sort of move on to young Skeggy and that, I was having a chat with Terry Trash Homer, and he's telling me he's got that box set of the Married with Children. Do you remember that whole series?
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
Classic, mate. And I've got to get that box set, mate. The full kit, the whole lot, every single episode that was ever made. Yeah.
The problem is, Weggy.
Oh, pardon you, man.
The problem is, Weggy, you're thinking of Christina Applegate of when you were that age, and now when you look back at it, you'll realise it's actually complete rubbish.
I'll tell you what, mate. It was a fantastic series, wasn't it? It really was.
I can't remember. I can just remember Christina Applegate.
With the big hair.
Yeah. Who is Christina Applegate?
Oh, get out of town.
Oh, I'll take the piss, mate. Just quickly, I'm just going to move over the old scoreboard. You remember the old scoreboard? Right, anyway, here we go then. Good evening to young Biz. Hello, Biz. How are you, mate? He says, now then. Now then. Now then. Yeah. No, I don't want to go down that road, do we? Fucking hell.
No. It's probably, again, 70s TVs, not...
No, exactly. Evening, Mr. Crazy Sheep Davis, Larry boy. I think he's going to come up the Huntstand. I think we're planning to have one's young self meet myself and Mr. Suffolk Andy and Johnny Cactus for the run up to I can't even remember the McDonald's where it is, to be honest with you. Where is that?
At King's Lynn.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Larry supposedly is going to be doing a 5-hour stint to meet.
5 hours there.
Yeah, to meet myself and Andy and young Cactus, and then obviously we'll be making our way up to King's Lynn, McDonald's, Mackie D's. Anyway, Larry, mate, it's good to see you, boy. What's a TV? It's a transvestite, isn't it? Cole the Dingbat is a classic Dingbat. Has it started yet? Hold on. Yes, it has, mate. Cole, can you get on, bud?
He's never about to slap him, is he?
No. Dingbat. Is there any chance you join in? You've got the. I can put the link on Facebook if need be. To be honest with you. Anyway, Carl. Good evening. Good to see you, bud.
I probably wouldn't put it on unless you put it in a closed group.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Only a few days, but.
Yeah.
Lazy crazy sheep. Hell yeah, I'm coming up.
Coming up, one word.
God knows, mate. Yeah, it looks like it. Rambo 5K. Good evening, mate. How you doing? Evening all, he says. Evening all from Rambo 5K.
Hello.
We gave him a nickname once. What was it? I can't remember. he used to join the hangouts after hours.
Yeah.
He wouldn't tell us anybody his name. And he was that busy being, interested in what's happening out the window, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, we're going back to young Chris. Do you like bikes? No.
Yeah. Because there was nothing on.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was on earlier than what it was, to be honest.
Right, hold on a minute. Now, this is where you might be able to help me. Once upon a time, not so long back, Mr. Crazy Sheep Davis joined us for a hangout. And there was one or two problems. I ended up kicking him off. And that weren't because of anything personal. It's just the fact that he couldn't get back on. Now, for some particular reason, he cannot join.
No, because you haven't allowed him. I'm not quite sure how that works. Andy Beard be able to tell you. Because he had problems after he kicked Keith that time.
Can you not just invite him? You might be able to invite him. That might help.
Yeah, I don't know how. Hold on. Let's have a look.
Send him a link over Facebook.
Try turning it off and on again.
Who? Oh.
I'm not used to seeing Dave's face that close up.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I thought he was gonna kiss you there for a minute, Skeggy.
Sure, we all do it, so he doesn't feel.
Oh yeah, sorry. Is that better? Oh, I can't get close enough. This.
I remember I was at Rich's eyes and he went right up like Anthony.
Well, I'm actually more than an arm's length away from my camera.
Yeah.
It zooms in a lot.
Have you got light bulbs in your hands, Dave?
Yeah, they're both up above me and behind me, so I have to use a reflected
Have you got one?
Little light.
It looks like a Michael Jackson glove. Yeah.
Well, if I turn this light off, you've got that.
Did that make any difference?
I was about to say, it didn't make that much difference, did it?
It looks like it grew a beard, but apart from that, it's...
That's like me and my light just here. Don't make a lot of difference.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
What's Larry Sheep's? What's Crazy Sheep's? He's on about you were jealous.
Who's jealous?
Well, I'm assuming
you were
means
jealous. You were jealous I shagged sheep with you. Well, that's your fucking business. That's why you kicked me off. Well, that probably was, mate, to be honest with you. And she was getting on a bit because her name was Dolly. Now, I know she used to knock about in the 70s, so...
Oh, that was the original Dolly, not the clone.
No, yeah, exactly.
I've got a friend. I've got a friend who's a mouse. He's got an ear on his back.
Yeah. Right, I join in, but it won't let me. Oh, Larry, mate, I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna have let the chaps have a gas in a minute. I'll see if I can mess about. I don't exactly know how to go about getting you back on it, but right. So look here. Right. Anyway, just moving on. Mr. Skeggys himself.
Yes, sir.
Mighty fine to see you again, mate. Yeah, this is basically primarily set up to discuss and have a general chat and a laugh about this particular oncoming meet that we have. I believe it's the second one, isn't it, mate?
It is. It is. It's all right. I was halfway through trying to answer Larry's invite question, see if it lets me invite him, but we'll see. Yeah, it's the second one. We did it last year. I think it was the end of August last year. And this year I sort of put feelers out to see if anybody wanted to do a little bit of a ride out once we got there. It seems to be, you know, those that have answered have sort of gone, oh yeah, I'm up for that. Obviously, it's going to be one of them things where if there are people from he's made it look.
Hey.
Fucking hell, it's Dolly.
Wow, that is bright.
Fucking hell, man, yeah.
Do you have a sunbed? He's got a sunbed.
That's being broadcast from Ped's house.
Hold on.
Is that the missus curled up in bed?
Oh, that's the missus. The new RAM mount.
Oh. I shan't ask you where you stick that.
Anyway, Larry, mate, good to see you, buddy. Once again.
And you, mate.
Yeah, I'm sorry I kicked you off last time, but you thoroughly pissed me off, so I just got rid of it. Right. No, we have that's a perfectly fine hangout, mate. That just completely went tits up for some particular reason. I don't know why, but anyway. They have a habit of doing that when I'm running. So, because Mr. B, when he was doing it, he ran it like a boss, and you know, I've never tried to compete with the smoothness and the hang up of the how it all used to fall into place. And
he's MP3.
And I haven't quite found that eject button works quite effectively as his did, you know. Because I mean, it's really like a magic show. Now you see me, now you fucking don't. You know, fucking Mr. Paul Daniels on Abuser.
It's all right till you sat there on your own. Then it's not so much fun. No.
I mean, I got that bad. He grew his own tumbleweed in the fucking greenhouse. You know. you fucking roll it across the screen and protect. Was that an SP? Was that an SP 650 went past? No, just having a laugh. No, seriously, Larry, mate, it's good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. How's that old horse, the VFR, I believe?
I was tightening the where the water pump is, and I just tightened it just a bit too much, and it went snap, so it snapped inside it.
Right.
It's £100 to get it repaired.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for a little bolt.
Really? So have you got it done?
I'll get it done the end of the month because we're moving in next week, hopefully.
Right.
We're going to, you know, the Haynes Manual place,
Yeah.
the Haynes Motor Show, the motor place, living not far from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Larry, I'm just getting a little bit of feedback, mate. Have you got, you opened up with another browser or something? Because to be quite honest with you, you've completely destroyed it since you joined us.
Unless you want to get booted, sort it out, mate.
Sort it out.
Yeah. So I don't know.
TV in the background or radio or something.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. I think Rich is one of the Looney Tunes, I think.
Yeah.
He looks like her now.
Yeah. See, in fact, to be honest with you, he's now known as Calm Spiker. They're co-joined.
My pupils fell off.
Yeah.
You look more like tits, mate.
Is that
I'll tell
another
you what.
reference to 70s TV shows again?
I'm surprised how many teachers have that sort of that answer nowadays, isn't it? My
My
pupils
pupils
fell
fell off.
Yeah.
Hello. Look, you're famous.
off. Yeah.
Now, this is all right till it all goes horribly wrong and Dave ends up with a swastika on his forehead again.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway.
I'll tell you what, it's got a bit of a reputation around, Brum. You know.
Oh, is it?
Dave. Yeah.
The old Third Rock thing.
Yeah, so yeah, boy. I mean, he's been known to sort of drive the odd Panzer tank at the beginning of the National Front rallies down there, and you know. But he's very welcome on here because you know we're all German.
That's it.
And,
Sergeant, we need somebody to pick on.
Yeah, we got no sauerkraut tonight, have we?
Yeah,
No,
don't worry. I'm going to say, Dave, as soon as Keith joins, we'll leave you alone.
all I'm gonna say is I'm not German, I'm Austrian.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Keith's been getting himself in a bit of strife actually, mate. Because every time Mrs. B has been putting up pictures, now Keith's been there, hasn't he? You noticed?
Is he?
Yeah, as soon as he pops up a little bit of leg picture or some cleavage or something or other, or round the side of the pool, Keith is his first thumbs up, mate. You know, he's always sort of clocking on there saying first. Right.
I thought you said then that Keith had been posting photos of himself with a bit of cleavage. What?
Well, he probably is, mate. And I think they probably included a little bit of Dolly, to be honest with you.
I was going to say, to be fair, Keith's first on most posts on Facebook.
Right, he is, isn't he?
Do you think he's sat there just fingers poised?
Yeah, mine first.
First.
Mine.
That's what it is.
Mine.
Oh dear. Anyway, this ride out.
Back to the mate, yeah.
Right. What sort of distance? Has anybody got any ideas what sort of distance they're happy doing? Because obviously, if you just rode like 150 miles or maybe 250 miles to get there.
Who do you reckon the best place to play up? I mean, obviously, you know, we're local, right, to be quite honest with you. So there's a ride up, you know, for you said about 15, 20 miles is fine. Now we're talking about people who are coming from the other parts of, you know, the not so well known of parts of the UK, like Richard and
Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly. Where the hell's Beverly, right? Anyway. And Larry, obviously, who lives down, what's it called? Somerset, isn't it?
Somerset.
Yeah,
of course, bear in mind, the intention is to start and finish back where we started on the ride out, so that if anybody doesn't want to go on the ride out, they don't have to, you know.
No.
Well, can ride all that way and then just wait?
Wait. You can...
yeah, McDonald's.
Well, Emma might not want to come, you see, so I mean, I might need somebody to look after her.
All right.
So, Skeggy, we're not going to we're not going to
while you lot are going on your ride out, I'll just nip down to the petrol station and come back and wait for you.
Okay.
I've got my Ludo.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, Dave. You're leading the ride out. What are you on about?
Well, may I ask? I mean, obviously, we've got a pretty good idea. It's going to be, great to meet young Rich, and obviously Larry's going to come up and hopefully meet us if you get that box sorted out, mate. And I think we're going to have a fair old turnout this year. Am I right in saying?
I'm hoping so. What I'm trying to do here is I don't know what it is. Can you show that? That's one of the ideas.
South End Road.
It's one of the ideas I'd had for the ride out, just to see. But I wasn't sure if it'd be too far because it's the whole idea was ride out to Wells next to sea.
Yeah. Lovely place, yeah.
It is. Look, beautiful place. Many a happy year spent there as a kid crab fishing.
Yeah.
The whole idea was ride out to there, have a coffee, and then ride back the other way.
Yeah. What's the actual distance if you're looking at that as it is now?
43.2 miles.
And an hour and 35.
Yeah.
I don't think my bike goes that slow.
No, I think it's allowing for car drivers.
For walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a suggested time, anyway.
It is, yeah. I mean, by the time I get to Wells, Richard will be back. So.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. So, what's the plan of action? Because obviously, speaking to. Obviously, Larry's going to be travelling a few miles, and I know young Richard, he don't care because he'll just ride all weekend and don't give a shit. But to be quite honest with you, he'll cover many miles and still go on a ride. Am I right in saying, Rich? Yeah?
Yep.
Right, because he just loves riding. And he did say to me he's not so much into the actual meat side, which to be fair.
No, I don't like any of you lot. I just
Obviously not.
See, we find that quite offensive because...
To be fair, Weggy, I'm not including you in that because I haven't met you yet. Once I've met you, then I won't like you anymore.
Exactly.
But until then.
Yeah. Exactly. And there'll be the pistols on the seafront again. So, right, but seriously,
my favourite fucking videos that. That's just brilliant. That's brilliant, yeah.
But seriously, though, I mean, it's only an hour and a half, an hour and three-quarters for the likes of me and Andy and whoever's running up with us up to the Maggie D's up at King's Lynn. And it's good weather and that, we don't particularly care anyway. But, different story for Larry. So, I don't know how Larry's going to arrange this.
I'll meet there, I don't care.
Sorry?
I'll meet there, I don't care.
Well, you might as well meet me and Andy down in Suffolk, might you, and then run up with us.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to be tired, but it's a fair old trip, isn't it, boy? Somerset.
Oh, I used to be in a motorcycle career, so don't bother me.
If Kat's coming on the Grom, she might not quite fancy doing that.
And that's been fucking highly rude because I knew Kat was sitting there, and I'd just like to say good evening to Kat. How are you?
Hello. I'm very well, thank you, guys. How are you?
Well, thank God for that. It is Kat, not the little old lady.
Yeah, I was going to be suspect, mate. I mean, there's not so many videos of the old lady nowadays, is there? The little old lady.
I've got a few stoked up. They're university ones. I've got a few of those in the pipeline. So.
Yeah.
But it's Lionel I'm having fun with at the moment.
I'll tell you, you're a double act now, don't you? You and Bex, double act.
Oh yeah, no, she's a great gal, isn't she? She's a bloody good rider as well now. So so come on, leaps and bounds.
You always find out these short horses can ride well, can't you, Richard?
I am
all
the
the top races are small, aren't they? Talking to Chris Walker today, and he's ever so tiny, isn't he? So,
yeah.
Sorry, Chris, if you listen.
like it will be.
Yeah.
But, hey, if I'm right in saying, Kat, you're not going to be able to make the Hunstanton, or are you making the Hunstanton?
No, I'm doing that one, and I'm doing cars.
Richards.
As well.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
You're doing that as well. Excellent.
Yeah. No, assuming there's not a typhoon or something, then I won't be coming.
Well, I mean, it's always possible.
Yeah.
We've actually ordered. We've ordered Ibiza weather.
Right. Okay.
For both ride outs.
But it turns out Ibiza it's going to be.
Should have happened this weekend.
Yeah. This is the problem, you see.
Yeah.
I'm going out with Kev on Saturday to test the route out for mine, and it's predicted rain.
Glossop. Is this so you know what Glossop's ride like to ride with someone?
Oh dear.
Last time we went to Glossop, we got left behind, didn't we, Richard?
We did. It's not. To be fair, it's not been a good one for me. I mean, I got a puncher
Yeah.
on the way, and had to go back and get the other bike. Then we got left. Made it to the ride out, and they all buggered off without us. It gets worse. A couple of weeks ago, I thought I'm going to go and ride the Snake Pass. I've never ridden that, and I got there, and all the clouds came, and I thought, nah, you can't really see where you're going, so I'll give it a miss. Thought I'm going to go back for this thing this weekend that's just past the vintage bike show. But I'll go and do that, and then from there, doing the whole Snake Pass to Glossop's about 40 miles. I thought, perfect. And I got to Chesterfield, and the route I'd taken was about 100 miles. But it was about 80 miles back. Now, bearing in mind my tank is good for about 140 miles, I got into Chesterfield and I thought, I've left my wallet at home.
I saw the statement.
And, yeah, I mean, gadgets and wheels. What a star! He filled my tank up for me, but I was knackered. I was like, I'm 80 miles away from home with 40 miles in the tank if I'm lucky. And like, oh crap! But yeah, it's so I didn't get to ride the Snake Pass either because I thought it might be pushing my luck a bit to go. Oh, cheers, mate. Would you mind coming with a Snake Pass and putting another tank full in at the end? Yeah.
Some people can be so touchy on them sort of subjects.
He's a star.
Good lad. I've got a video.
Carry on, chaps. I'm just sending a link or two out.
I was going to say I've got a video of when he came over and me and Gadgets went out for a ride, and I was ready for getting off my bike and hitting somebody because I can't believe. I mean, you call yourself calm biker, Richard, but I can't believe how somebody like that can be so calm because this guy is literally forcing his way past him and he's having to lean his bike over so he don't get knocked off. And I'm going, are you alright? Is it touching your bike? Is it touching you? You know, ready for getting off and whacking him one. And he's going, no, it's alright. You know, just, how can you be so chilled?
To be fair, the size of his bike, I mean, that happens on a motorway when he's in lane 1.
Yeah. Yeah. It turns out I can ride my cruiser better on really soft sand than he can. His bike. Yeah. I took him down.
I'm not doing off-roading anymore.
Took him down the beach road, and just so happens that all the sand had been blown over and totally covered about 2 inches of sand all over the road. And I thought, oh, all right, and I motored through it, and I looked in my mirrors, and it's stood there at top of the hill going, nope, I'm not doing that. So I turned around, went back to him. I says, "Are you not up for that?" He went, "Nope." Okay, fair enough.
I think I'd have been with him.
That's it. I says, "I live at the seaside. I'm used to a bit of sand."
Are you around Saturday, Skeggy, or are you out and about?
Yeah. No, we'll be here. Beck's already asked me, and I says, "Yeah."
Yeah. I think we'll be riding over. Yeah.
Got me good.
Don't know whether to come on the Grom or not, that's the thing.
Try an MP3.
Can you ride an MP3?
MP3? No.
Well, I mean, Keith's MP3 is like, it just looks like he's always got his feet down.
It does like Valentino Rossi on every bend, doesn't it?
It looks ever so strange from behind when you're following him, and it's got, what, has he got his foot down? It's like he's doing it Speedway style or something.
Who's that?
Keith Davis with his MP3s.
Right, yeah.
Right, mind you, he set off to lead the ride on the AMRR ride, and he set a fair old pace, didn't he?
Yeah, it was quite nippy, wasn't it? I was surprised. I thought them things were slow, according to Mr. B. But not, are they?
No, it turns out Mr. B can't. Yeah, it just turns out Mr. B can't ride.
No.
Have you seen the MP4?
Yeah.
That's not a joke. There's an MP4 that's got 2 wheels on the back as well.
I know.
I'm waiting for the MP6.
Now that should be all right on Sam.
MP3 V6 is what you need.
Dear.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So what?
Andy, come on, Andy, mate. Give us some stories, Andy. Come on, we had a good old chat.
Well, I got asked I've got to ask Skeggy a question, really. Two things, really. What time are we meeting at this at the burger place?
All right.
And the other question is, the other question is, Skeggy, when we get to Hunstanton, will I be able to see your house from there?
But I told Mrs. Anne, can we leave light on upstairs?
One thing we need is shade when we get to Hunstanton. That's the thing. It was bloody scorching.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? It was.
I'm going to bring an umbrella, I think.
Yeah. The idea is to meet at McDonald's. It's the one at 1 Campbell's Meadows.
King's Lynn, is it? The one we went to last year, that we never went far from.
That's it. The whole idea is to meet... You did struggled last year.
I think I got out the car park, didn't I? I did get down that road a bit, didn't I? Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Then you went back.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole idea is to meet there at 11.
Okay.
Same as last year, and that's just to give people time to get there.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the meat.
Yeah.
And it's a short journey through to. Some people don't like getting out of bed in the morning. me, I'm talking about. So we get there for 11. Set off for past. We'll be literally there at sort of 12 o'clock. We'll be at Hunstanton. And I dare say invade the usual chip shops from about 30 or 1 o'clock.
What time are you setting off from Skegness, Skeggy?
Ooh, I haven't worked it out yet. I should imagine about 10.
Wondering if I might head down there first.
Yeah.
Just all about it. I mean, obviously, I'm just thinking if you say we're meeting at the Maggie D's for 11, is it about a 2.5 hour trip for you then, Rich?
To the McDonald's?
Yeah.
10 minutes on his bike?
Yeah, about 2.5 hours. Well, according to Google, it's about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
As I was saying, Skegness, I mean, the overall journey would be a bit further, but I get to meet up a bit earlier, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm not so lonely.
I did mention to Tosh, and Tosh seemed quite keen on the idea. I don't know, if he's got any plans in coming down.
I don't know, to be honest.
He did seem quite keen about it, And I suppose it sort of relies on whether he's obviously with the shifts and stuff with the haulage business, whether he's working or not, I suppose. But
I might stick something on Facebook, so just saying, if anyone's going that wants to go down from this direction, meet up at the bridge or something like that.
Yeah.
Takes you up to just over 3 hours if you're coming via Skegness, Richard.
Right.
480's going as well, isn't he?
Who?
Phil 480.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he might be going down to Skegness first because I was going to meet up with him, but might be staying over at his parents.
Yeah, he's on about stopping at his parents. That's Leicester, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leicestershire or something like that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, Kat, what's the duration of the trip for yourself?
It's about 2 hours, I think.
Yeah. So we're not too dissimilar.
90 miles or so.
Yeah, none of us are really too dissimilar. I think it's obviously Larry's making a fair old stint coming from Somerset. Obviously, it's a fair old trek. But
there's sheep on the way, so I can get pit stop.
Pit stop.
Obviously, young Chris coming from Gibraltar and that. I mean, obviously, it's all planned and all set up. So I mean, you can't let us down.
Apparently, he's swimming up. Swimming up into the wash, apparently.
It'd be quicker.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the only way I get there is going to be washed up on a beach for fucking days.
Clinging onto a CBR 600.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, so say for instance we all meet up, and then we're going to obviously possibly get a little bit of food and if anybody wants anything, a refreshment. Then what sort of time are we looking to take the final run up to Hunstanton for, if we have a sort of a breakdown of the day, so to speak, and then see what sort of time you're going to head out for this little run round and then what the plans are for after that and so on and so forth?
Well, there's nothing set in stone because I weren't sure if this ride out would be too big for people.
Yeah.
Because, for all I know, they might just fancy like 20 or 30 mile round or something like that. Because it's not so much down those particular coastal local roads, Revved Up Bikers coming as well. And he's another one that, well, he should know them roads a little bit anyway, because he's been touring Norfolk just lately. He's from your way, Andy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the way I saw it was, if that was okay, if we got as far as Wells Next to Sea and anybody sort of went, right, I've gotten far enough, time's knocking on, I'm going to head off home, then fine. Because, I mean, otherwise you're just adding another 20 miles back on or whatever to turn around and go back again, aren't you?
Mm.
But, I mean, personally, I'm just going to be hanging about. We're going to go back to Hunstanton and we'll be there as long as anybody needs.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people who are subscribers who are talking about meeting us there and things like that. Whether they do or not, I don't know. I mean, the thing with subscribers is we don't know what they look like.
No.
If they're not motovlogging or I mean, you can't go off a lot of the what do you call it? It's the pictures that they've got on the YouTube channel, can't you?
No.
If that's the case, I'd be looking for a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the case, I'm a couch goal.
It gets a bit awkward when I mean, as you, no doubt you all know, when you go somewhere and somebody sort of suddenly jumps out on you and says your name.
Yeah.
And it's like, like Bex did. She went all the way to Nottingham and had somebody jump out and say, "Oh, what's your videos?"
Yeah.
Yeah. It always happens in the weirdest places. But,
it's strange, isn't it? And to be quite honest with you, I mean, we obviously all sort of know each other from the hangouts and stuff, and obviously when we meet up, you're not too dissimilar in real life, really, are you? To be quite honest. But surprisingly, some people that you expect to be of a certain character, when you do finally meet them, turn out to be completely different. So a lot of times, a lot quieter in real life, and a lot more, not reserved, but a lot more resistant to communicate as quickly as you might think they would,
Yeah, I mean,
people keep saying that about me, don't they, Skeggy, when I always start fights.
Yeah, well, we tried to explain that we gave them the name Calm Biker just as a little bit of a
it's a phrase, isn't it? Will you please be Calm Biker?
well, let's put it like this. December, I went to meet him, and I ended up in hospital.
I never tell anybody that Calm Biker is on day release anyway. I never tell them.
Yeah.
I think that would, make people a bit worried about him.
We've got an extension on his time this time.
Mm.
Well, they're painting my wall screen as well.
I mean, from what I think from what Kev was telling me on a PM and that, I mean, I thought Mrs. Calm was a nurse. Well, from what he was saying, the sort of stuff she normally wears, I thought she was a nurse.
No, I think you're missing the point between nurse and carer.
Yeah, but he did send me a couple of pictures, and I thought, Christ, he's got problems, man. Really.
It's the left one mainly that I did Weggy. I mean, the right one looks pretty normal.
I don't know, mate. Your missus look alright to me.
Oh, those pictures.
But no, but seriously, yeah, it sounds like a good idea, mate. I mean, I think, in my honest opinion, it was a fantastic day last year. I found it bloody hot. It was a hot day, wasn't it? There's no two ways about it.
Unbelievable.
I know that people who went to Parsons Nose or whatever it's called this year nearly died, all of them. Because of heat exhaustion and God knows what, and I did see the videos and the complaints and everything else. Although they had a good day, there must be ways of staying a little bit cooler. Now I find if that is the case, then as long as you're moving around,
just walk around, Weggy, with your underpants on. You're fine.
Well, that's a great.
You don't need all your gear on, do you? Ride your bike with your underpants.
Well, that's well, we did advertise that fact at the Cop Dog thing last year, but or last week or a couple of weeks back, sorry, but nobody was sort of too interested in it, and then I suppose really it wasn't the particular road that people wanted to go down, walking around in a set of sort of hooky Y-fronts, really, to be honest with you.
I know that when Skeggy tells me there's a rider on, he always insists that I wear underpants.
Yeah, there are reasons, though,
That's for his own protection.
I thought you were going to go with the mankini myself.
Not again.
Yeah, I've done. Not when you're Weldon, surely.
Can we just say hello to Bimble in the question?
We're certainly going to say hello to
Bimble.
Yeah. And Mr.
Hi,
Bimble is a character and a half, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
And we was looking for, just to say hello to my good friend Chris, who's just joined us, mate. Chris, Yankee boy, good evening, mate.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Chris.
How's it going, Chris?
Evening.
Hello. It's taken me a fucking hour to get here, but I'm here.
Yeah, I didn't realise, mate, you're having problems there. I just sort of sent a link and out. I thought, fucking, who's that ringing? I sort of heard my phone sort of vibrating and doing it fucking dance around the top here. And I thought, better just sort of check it out. That's obviously you trying to get a link. And obviously you got it through Skype, I believe, didn't you?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Eventually, mate.
Yeah, I gave up texting and ringing you because you never answered the phone, you fucker.
I was sitting on the fucking side because people irritate me when I'm fucking doing a hangout, and I struggle enough as it is without people. You know, but no, it's great to see, mate.
Cool. Likewise.
Superb, yeah, and I did it. I sort of briefly explained, and I won't go on about it on live, but I briefly explained the situation as to the setup and this, that, and the other, as to what's been going on to people who know the score, and we'll mention no more about it. But always looking good for the future and everything else. But
yeah, definitely.
Certainly is. But yeah, like I say, Bimble, you're a star, mate. And I still haven't done that sunshine bit. Although if you see one of my last videos, I did sort of sneak in something with me and my daughter with the sunshine bit. And because we haven't had that much sunshine recently, I just didn't bother. So bollocks. All right, mate. But I will do something at some point, possibly in Hunstanton.
Was you working on Parsons Grove Day then?
Who's that, me?
Yeah, when sunshine took it to 30 degrees all over the country, was you working? You know.
Well, me personally, no.
No, you was out riding your bike, weren't you?
On that particular day, yeah. You know,
so you could have done a video, couldn't you? So you're just lying to Bimble.
No, not at all, mate. I did actually. That's the actual day. That's the actual day I done that pub thing, wasn't it? Right? You remember the pub's closed video, yeah?
That's right.
I did a little speeded up at the end where I sort of mentioned that was the actual day. I had to apologise to sort of, Captain Rambunctious, the fact that me and Suffolk sort of completely wimped out, right, of going down to the Ace Cafe. Right? Because the weather was absolutely shite. There was only 2.5 people there, yeah? And
2.5 people.
Right, and 4 bikes, right? Yeah? There was not that many bikes. And to be quite honest with you, for us who got pretty wet, although Andy got more wet than I did last year going down. To be quite honest, travelling that distance to turn up for a lacklustre performance of people and machines is just a waste of time. So we left Keith to do it instead.
He got there, didn't he?
He did, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take my hat off to him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had a good old chat with young Mr. Fruxton, didn't he? So he's both had a good day. But I do apologise. Still, I still feel guilty of the fact that, you know, I had to make a video telling that I was guilty that you can't get down there.
This is the best apology video ever, I think.
Yeah, bollocks, mate. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what it is. But
I did say though, Weggy, in the vid I done on the run thing I done, I did say the trouble is when you get to my age, a day getting soaked and wet is 2 weeks in fucking Ipswich Hospital with pneumonia. So, yeah, I fucking dying if I'd got wet like I did last time, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And the fact that it took us sort of 3.5 weeks to get the fuck out of London was another story altogether.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right? I mean, you know, all these well-travelled people, you sort of, you know, obviously where we come from, we just fucking ride to Felixstowe and back, and that's a ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know? But no, I'm kidding. But seriously, and I'm going to speak to my mate Chris here now. Chris, are you interested at all? And I know we're sorting out this other bits and pieces. I'm still trying to sort my shifts out because I did nearly kill myself last year coming off a night shift doing this Hunstanton meet. Right? It was fantastic. It was hot and it was cool. But you know what I mean? It was deadly for me to do that. Are you interested, mate, in coming to this Hunstanton meet, buddy?
Yeah.
Right.
I've got to work out some dates, times, and a few other bits and pieces. But yeah, definitely interested.
Yeah, superb, mate. That's fantastic. Well, obviously we'll sort of speak behind the behind the scenes, mate, as we do, and you know, we'll sort something out, mate. Because obviously myself, and Andy will be running, and I think obviously I've got to liaise with Mr. Barnish himself, Cactus, because I don't think Jenny can make it. She's doing a Duxford Museum thing. But obviously at the moment it's myself, Andy, Johnny Cactus, and Larry. If he can.
Well, that'll mean though, Wiggy, that we're going to have to run over from Mitchries over to Newmarket first, isn't it? So 40 minutes, isn't it?
It don't really matter. I mean,
no, because you pick up the A, whatever it is, 11 or whatever it is, and go up to King's Lynn, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know. We could make the lazy bastard make us for a change.
Yeah. Yeah, because we got by Thetford, don't we?
Yeah.
You think he'll break the habit of a lifetime?
What Cactus?
Yeah.
I doubt it. I honestly doubt it, mate. He's a lovely old boy, but he's when it comes to, I think because Jenny obviously was born with a sat nav in her head. I mean, and she just leads him everywhere, like the garden path and everything else. But yeah, Johnny doesn't really he doesn't want to go too far if he hasn't got somebody in front of him showing him the way. You know, so perhaps you're probably right, mate. We'll have to ride the home base and then go from there, I suppose. You know, but as long as we're up at Maggie D's for about 11ish, you know.
While you're at home base, can you pick some punch and repair out?
I don't. If I'm right in saying, I don't believe the old Davison is coming this year. I think it's a ZZR, so we've got to race it. That'll be a ZZR 14. That'll be a ZX12R. That will be a ZZR 1200, and that'll also be the mighty VFR 800 somewhere in there, I believe. And Cat's still coming on the Grom, I believe, as well.
I don't think so.
I should imagine.
50 miles in like John Wayne on that thing. It's terrible. I don't know whether to come on the ZXR or what. I don't know what to come on the
ZXR.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's reliable enough. I've not actually been more than about 10 miles on the damn thing.
I did say to you the other day, Cat, it'd be good to see the old ZX, I must admit.
Yeah.
But can I just go back quickly, and this is involving Skeggy again, because this is really about his meet. Going back to the Q&A, right, just Bimble, I will do, mate. You should do a can't bike a selfie. Well, I need to find a stick first, yeah, because I don't have selfie sticks.
No, you don't, mate.
Because with a face like that, you don't do selfies, man. Yeah. Right? But anyway, nice idea, mate. Anyway, cheers. I know Dolly personally. I miss old Larry. Right, Rambo is asked, when is the run on? Well, let's just go over the facts again, shall we?
Right, it's on the 10th of September. And we're riding down and meeting up at McDonald's in King's Lynn. And the just in case you need it, it's the postcode is PE304YN. We're meeting there for 11 o'clock and leaving at 11:30 to go through to Hunstanton.
Yeah.
It's only about, I don't know, depending on which way you go, it's between 16.4 and 18 miles. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
And when we get there, we're having a good old ride out.
Yeah. And some chips.
And some chips. Good to have chips.
A cup of tea.
In fact, to be honest with you, what do you call it, the Skeggy chippy run then? You know, I mean, Keith doing his chip shop runs and all that. If we're up there, and I know they got a fantastic chippy because we all sort of hung out and sat outside and had a good old meal out there last time, didn't we?
Yes.
But
not all of us. Sorry, Andy.
That's okay, mate. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Just rub it in, Skeggy. Just rub it in, mate. Yeah.
But to say that, as much as that, I tell you, Andy was speaking to Andy, and speaking to young Cacti, right? They did say that was because the day ventured off into a different realm. Yeah, I spent most of the day in a garage. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Had a good day though, didn't you?
Oh, we did. We had a fantastic day. In fact, it's one of those sort of days at the end of it that I won't forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good day. Yeah.
Old Cactus was a bit sore as well, wasn't
he? You what? Oh, Cactus was a bit sore. Yeah. Yeah. Jenny weren't fucking impressed.
No. She never is, mate.
Is this a story for another day?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll get on this something quick.
With Cactus, I'm wondering, it didn't sort of fashion a a new inner tube for you out of I don't know, sleeve of his sweatshirt.
Well, trust me, mate, they're oh, do you know, I'm suffering from dementia. I'm sure I am. Really?
Who said that?
Do you know what, Andy? I was talking. You mentioned this to Stan. I was talking to Stan right at work the other day, and I was halfway through a story, and it completely went mad.
Well, you can't help it. You can't help it, mate. Your age.
Just looked at it. Simon and Stan just looked at him, and I looked at him, and then Stan just smiled. And I thought, Stan, I got a clue what I was on about, mate.
I do that all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I just sit there and I've got words.
Well, I'll tell you what, tonight was a classic. I thought I need some milk, and I got an Asda up the road, so I go up there, get the milk, go to the cash out, and hadn't even got my fucking wallet with me. So I ride back, get my wallet. When I get back, I put my hand in my other pocket, and I had a £5 in my pocket. I could have paid for it anyway. I thought, what a fucking idiot, you know? Yeah. So don't worry, Weggy, it happens to us all, mate.
Yeah, no, it's just made me smile. I mean, there was something specifically I wanted to speak about, and I was halfway through the story, and bang, it just went, and I was sitting there working, and I thought, the fucking hell's going on here? I really can't honestly remember.
When did you get...
What made it worse, they wouldn't tell me what I was talking about in the first place.
That's because he wasn't listening. The trick is, when it goes, just turn to your right and go, squirrel!
I'll tell you what, hey, Dave, are you using the same mechanical thing as, what's his name now? The bloke who's, what's his name?
It's gone again, mate.
I've done it again now. Who's the brainy character? Who's obviously with his illness?
Stephen Hawkins.
Actually, you got one of them Stephen Hawkins machines working with you at the moment, Dave. Because
it does sound like it, doesn't it?
It's coming across as very bitty but very mechanical, mate.
He's doing a bit of auto cue.
Yeah. Unless you're pissing about with the special effects, mate. Yeah.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
R2D, Dave. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It's just
Anyway.
wired up properly.
I get like that when I've had my tablets as well, Dave. I don't know what's going on.
I'll tell you what, we're getting worse, aren't we? One day we'll come on here, this hangout, and none of us will know the hell we're talking to or talking about. Who are you? Yeah.
Why am I here anyway?
What am I doing on the telly?
Now you know why Richard sits there on mute, just eating. Because it don't matter. It's just like, yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I'll tell you, mate. I don't know. Anyway, going back to mate Chris here. He knows, obviously, the Cactus Twins extremely well. And he'll fully understand what I'm talking about when it comes to sat navigation and, finding a route and this, that, and the other. But somehow they do manage, Chris, don't they?
Yeah, normally.
But I don't know what he's doing, because I don't think any one of his 3 bikes are on the road at the moment, are they?
I think the car Bonnie is.
The car Bonnie's on the road, is it?
I think.
Come off again.
Right.
You're ruining my videos. I ain't caught up yet.
Oh, no, but there's been no videos, mate. There's been no
not?
videos from the Cactus at all, in all honesty. And if I'm completely honest, I think Jen and Ian have possibly swapped motorcycles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
That she had her eyes on his Bonnie.
Yeah.
Exactly. Blair.
Yeah, really.
Hold on a minute.
I think the plan is the America's going to be hard-tailed, but with Fenland choppers.
Well, it's not necessarily a good move, is it? Have you ever rode an hardtail?
Yeah. Yeah, BSA 650, man, and they do bounce and they do hurt. And,
I know, but roads aren't like they used to be. They're getting worse.
They are once, mate, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, no two ways about it. Right, Rambo. Just quickly, as I've never been on a run, what's the minimum CC requirements? Well, to be quite honest with you, my old friend, there is no, as far as I know, minimum CC requirements. Well, under 125.
125, really.
125 minimum.
The reason being is 50 cc's are all right, but you've got to be able to keep them.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, if last year's anything to go by, about 16 of the 18 miles is filtering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was last year.
Yeah.
You don't really want anyone on a 50 who could potentially get left behind or left on their own and ending up in a potentially dangerous situation. Really.
That's it. I wouldn't want that on my conscience thinking we'd left somebody behind and possibly left them in the middle of nowhere and there's no idea. Because generally, if you're on a 50, you sort of, you're there for a reason. It's age, cash, everything.
Yeah.
So it affects everything on like a snowball
I
effect.
think I think as a youngster, mate, you know that if you're on a 50cc, you're going to be very, very, very hard pushed to sort of go anywhere too far in it. To be honest with you.
Unless, of course, you just put it in neutral and we just push you with the back pegs. in which case, according to some of the videos I've watched where they steal these bikes, you'll be up 50 pretty quick.
Yeah. But saying that, Rambo,
My first ride out.
I mean, he's quite welcome. He's quite welcome to come along. I mean, it'd be great to see as many people up there as possible, mate. You know, I was a little bit careful because I weren't so sure if it was just an invite personally from yourself.
No.
I thought it's all open to anybody. We're all bikers, and most of us are sort of friends, and one big group of people up there would be fantastic. But then saying that, I mean, last year there was a lot of people up there, weren't they?
Oh god, yeah, we had a good turnout. I mean, Richard did his. Was it the same day, Richard, or the day after?
Unmute, Richard.
The day after, I think.
It's muted. Yeah. Nurse.
Yeah. I think it was the same day, wasn't it?
I can't remember if it was the same day or day after. But
it was the Sunday.
Well, there's
Yours
no
was
bloody excuse for
Saturday,
not coming.
Skeggy and Richard was Sunday.
But we both had good
knackered. I'd
turnout.
just come back from Scotland. About bloody 3,500 miles.
Yeah. So anyway, while we're here, although this is, according to Weggy, mostly about Skeggy's Hunstanton meet.
Yeah.
Following week, on the 17th, I
Yes,
also
by all
want a
means.
good turnout for Richard's ride out on the 17th, and that's at our old favourite place, Glossop.
Glossop sounds like it should be Derbyshire, but it's Liverpool, isn't it? Or something like that.
Hey? No, hold on a minute. As far as I know, it is Derbyshire. If it's Liverpool, I'm not coming.
It is Derbyshire, isn't it?
I like my wheels attached to my bike.
Yeah, that one is. We're doing Glossop to Ladybower, which is a very short route. So we're doing it slightly oddly, going over Mamtor, which is. I don't think it's classed as a mountain. It's a big hill, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely run.
I've never done it yet, so I'm doing it on Saturday to try it out. And then I think we'll probably at the end of it, if people want to, when we get to Ladybower, have a cup of tea and something to eat, what have you.
And then gangbang.
That's not the opening night, Skeggy. That was just me and me.
Didn't realise it wasn't public invite.
Now I feel really good about but I was going to say we're going to maybe head up the Snake Pass, but that sounds like a euphemism now. Me and Skeggy up the Snake Pass. Oh yeah.
Don't promise that with your luck it'll rain again.
Okay, no, man.
Oh, you don't want it wet when you're going up the Snake Pass.
Oh no!
No, definitely not.
No.
Gets too muddy.
Yeah.
It's very tight, isn't it?
I'll see on there a sort of look of self-satisfaction. I think he's planning to come with that one as well now. You mentioned the gangbang, anyway.
Hey Larry, there's some good sheep in Derbyshire. No, honestly, mate, some good-looking ones. There really are. Some of them aren't cross-eyed.
You notice the ones that I've had, they've all got dots on them.
Yeah. Are you the one that leaves the dye mark on the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
I'll have that
add that one. Add that one. Add that one. Add that one. I haven't had that one.
You know what he's doing, Dave, don't you? Mine. You don't want cross-contamination being there.
Right, I just got to quickly
get a grip.
Yeah, I just got to quickly go to the dingbat because he is a dingbat. I don't know how many fucking times he's put on here. What date is this going to be? Well out of the loop, me need help. Right? When is this run on? Yeah, this is Rambo, and we have you been given a day pass. I have been given a day pass. See you there, suckers, is what Cole the Dingbat is saying. So, Cole, please let us know how you arranged to get there, mate. If you want to run, well, I don't know, where's Cole come from anyway, exactly? Is he Midlands?
Utopia.
Utopia. Fucking Utopia.
You're stopping him from having his drink. Stop making jokes.
Sorry, I would never willingly keep a man from his beer.
Oh, Jesus, man. Anyway, Cole, just let us know, mate, how you plan to route yourself, and you know, if you want to meet up with anybody else, you know, coming along on your particular route to Hunstanton, mate, get in touch, and we'll see if we can put something together for you. But I believe you'll be coming on. What's he? He's ride the 650, doesn't he? I think he's got. I think it's 650. Big Chinese 650.
I think it's Korean or Taiwan. Not Chinese.
It's not Chinese. What
Chinese.
What make is it then?
In a nice fluffy cloud, he says he lives.
Korean.
Korean, there you go.
I think they're Korean.
Yeah.
North Korean.
No, I don't know. Same as my car. Same as my car. That's Korean.
Go like a missile. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, Korean's better than Chinese because they come up with like Hyundais and Kias, and they're not bad.
Only just. They tend to use more dog than cat.
Yeah. You know that. See, the thing is, I don't know. I don't even go down that particular road. It opens up a whole new can of Chinese worms, mate. And I don't particularly want to do that.
Or Korean.
Or Korean worms.
And you don't want to be accused of being racist.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with you. We all know there's been some right old Japanese dogs in the past as well. So.
Skeggy's on at the night, isn't he?
I'll tell you what, mate. Old Skeggy being off the old scene for a while, mate, it's done him a world of good, hasn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to be accused of being racist.
Come back, mate. Feel that sense of humour.
Cole's been sent to Coventry. I mean, comes from Coventry.
Yeah. Oh, well, happy days. So it's all looking pretty good. And believe it or not, they do have a beach at Hunstanton. That's quite a nice beach as well, as far as I know. Sure managed to catch something of it. I think I got a little bit of it in my eye, actually, to be honest.
What, your chaps are like?
I don't know.
You know, that's right.
We all bought an ice cream, and we found out that Hunstanton ice cream is very, very good at catching wasps.
Yeah.
We sort of walked away thinking, well, when you finish, can I have a bit of that? Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. But they have all the facilities up there. But I'll tell you what, it's a good idea if you do this little run as have a Skeggy chip shop run up at Hunstanton, up the Wells. Has Wells got a chippy? It's not a very big place in Wells, is it?
Yeah, it's got a chippy.
Yeah, great then. I think that's a good idea, don't you think?
It's right on the corner, Weggy.
Yeah, Wells chippy, mate. Yeah, probably is a corner shop.
I'll tell you what. On the corner.
Wells next to sea, beautiful place.
It is a lovely place.
Many happy childhood holiday there.
Yeah, we used to go.
Walking that fucking mile down to the beach. This is a long way down that road.
I'll tell you what, though, boy. You go further down. You got fucking lovely places. Sheringham, Cromer. Yeah. All them places down there. Beautiful bit of coastline.
Yeah, but my dad used to have to stick another $5 in to get further down coast, so we never went as far as there.
Turn around and went back.
The old Umberceptor went going. I didn't want to put too many miles on it.
No. Anyway, it's all fantastic. So anyway, Chris, you're interested, mate? That's great. Cat is coming. Chris is obviously, looking after his family back on the rock, making more videos of CBR challenges and ride-outs and meets and wheelies and all that sort of thing that Chris normally does.
Does it rain on the rock?
They probably don't do it. I never see Chris Peach's videos with any rain. You never see rain on his videos.
I've done 2 wet weather riding videos, so that's proof that it does rain here.
That was just your missus throwing buckets of water over you while you were riding around.
Yeah, it was a bucket challenge.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Oh, by the way, Calder Dingbat comes from Utopia. Sorry, Coventry. Not Coventry. Anyway, can I just ask, young Dave? Dave, you got any plans to come along, mate?
If my bike's working, yes, I have.
Ah, no, that's a question, because there was something you put on the old face Bolax the other day. You needed a mechanic to look at your engine. What's the matter with it?
It's playing up.
Oh, Dave, that's bad news, mate. Do you want to buy a bike? I'll sell you one.
I'm having to keep the choke on for at least 5 miles before I can switch it off.
Right.
Not fully on, just cracked open, because it's like it's firing on 3 sometimes. As soon as it's hot, it seems fine.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's got
like
new plugs in it. It's got new air filter.
All right.
Seriously though, if you want to part chop it, I've got a bike.
Yeah, you got a green one.
Yeah. Nice XJ600, yours if you want it.
How much you looking for? Skeggy, how much you looking for the divvy?
9.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've dropped it down to 9. I'm not going no lower than that. It's 21-year-old. It's in mint condition.
Yeah.
No, it's more than 21-year-old, isn't it? Or is it?
£9.
Well, mine's my XJ is a 1991.
No, it's not. Mine's 92.
Yeah.
What's that? 24-year-old.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. 24, 20. Yeah.
Is it 24? It's just 24, isn't it? Please, somebody.
91.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it is, mate. 24, 25 years.
Yeah.
You know, don't see him 5 minutes ago since we were celebrating 1990, does it? I'll take a piss. I can barely remember the millennium, mate, let alone...
I can't remember.
The back of that, mate. No,
Has there been a millennium?
Yeah.
we figured if the world was going to stop, we may as well be pissed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're building it, Dave.
Anyway, Larry, you say about your particular bike, mate. I know for a fact there was a story. Obviously, I suppose everybody else knows about it. You bought the VFR in all good faith and was severely let down by the customer service on your particular bike.
Oh God, yeah.
And it all got sorted, didn't it?
Yeah, I threatened them with Bowser. It took about 6 weeks, and I had to go and take the bike down to Brighton, which is about 3.5 hours from here.
Yeah.
So I rode the bike down. They made me wait all day for it. Yeah. Then they got it fixed. It's perfect now. Touch wood.
Yeah, and that was. I remember seeing the pictures, mate. The chain and sprockets had the bolts out. The actual sprocket. Yeah. The chain, I don't think I've ever seen a chain as bad. And then they put that for an MOT. And also, you know, right, the race bearing's gone as well.
Yeah. Because like as soon as I pressed the front brake, it was just going boom, 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 just going like that constantly.
And they sold that with a fresh MOT, didn't they?
Yeah.
So when you got you actually got VOSA, as we spoke about this beforehand. You actually got VOSA involved in it, and obviously the outcome was that they supplied and did all the work necessary to give you the bike that, in good faith, you wanted to purchase in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's all sorted now then.
Yeah, the only thing I've got to get eventually is new fairings for it, because some of the bits are still missing off it. So I'm going to go and get the Chinese version.
So you don't need me and Weggy to come down and sort them out?
No.
No, put the concrete boots on hold. Don't need them.
Yeah, you know the way. To be quite honest with you, mate, I was quite pissed off about that, and it was said that, you know, had we any of us have been local, and any of us would have done that, you know, it probably would have been a case of one or two faces getting together and doing the necessary, because, and I'm not being stupid, but to be quite honest with you, I've never heard such a lack of customer service and a fucking terrible attitude towards when you bought a bike. No, tough shit, mate. You should have realised that when you bought it.
Yeah. I think the warranty run out and it didn't work, because I really give them some shit. I emailed them, phoned them, and they were just ignoring me until I actually wrote to them and said I was going to get Bowser involved.
Yeah.
But it is
obviously done the job, mate, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's my life, or somebody else buys a bike off them.
Yeah.
Say a youngster who's never ridden before gets on one of them. It's disgusting that they can get away with it.
Yeah, tell me about it, mate. Yeah, we're always, you know, most of us have had you get good and bad service, and it also includes the way that people actually try to sell you a vehicle in the first place. You know, everybody's got a different approach. Most are good, some are not so good. You know, it's yeah.
The way these days is to do a video on it, because apparently, according to Richard, it gets you better quality service. Because when he did his insurance video, oh, sorry, and they couldn't please him enough. I think he even got a blowjob on the side. I might be wrong.
Well, he probably did. And to be quite honest with you, the bloke was quite impressed with the fact he asked him to make another video of it, didn't he? You know.
But yeah, according to Richard, the best thing that you have to do if you want to sell your bike is you've got to drop it on its face.
Drop it on a bit of ground.
But yeah.
I like how he looks a bit bewildered.
Yeah, he does a little bit, doesn't he? Yeah, blown away, mate, blown away. Yeah.
I think the worst thing today, Reggie.
Yeah.
Somebody in a multi-strada in a pair of shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah. Who was she?
I can't hear.
Sorry? I thought you got a story for us, mate. That's all. I just
seen him thinking of a pair of shorts. Bloody.
It's fucking worse than me, mate. You sort of get halfway through a story and forget the rest. Who can honestly hold their hands up and say that's happened to them? You're talking about something, all of a sudden it just disappears, goes.
Every fucking day.
Yeah.
I can honestly say.
Is this everybody over 50?
Mate, I'm 34 and it still happens to me every day.
Never been right since you come back from Morocco.
In fact, to be honest with you, I'm not being funny. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 of us are 50 plus. Let's just say that. I think I'm pretty good on that particular result.
Well,
I don't think Dave was quite there, are you, Dave?
No, I'm not 50 yet.
49?
Yeah.
I know Kat she's about 25, so you have not got
You smooth talking bastard.
Who said that?
But anyway, trying to keep the subject going. Such a something young Richard. I don't know if you want to actually promote your particular weekend. Unfortunately, I can't make it that particular weekend. But I wish everybody a fantastic weekend with young Rich and Kev and Keith on that particular run. I don't know if you want to. What's he done there? Is he hiding under that? Is he hiding under that duvet?
I just fucking vanished. Honestly, we were there a second and then he just disappeared like that.
That's a bit like Keith, isn't it?
Yeah. No, he got booted. He got booted. That's different.
Anyway,
where is Keith?
I don't know. Where is Keith? Where's Pence?
I don't know. We didn't invite Keith.
I don't know. I think he's too busy, mate. You know. Did you? You know when you done this? All these answers to this. 20. How many answers were there? Did you see his answer? What just the first thing?
Does he can't wait to shake your hand?
Yeah. First was the first thing you do in the morning, and it's straightforward wank, right? So I said, you're going to shake my fucking hand at Hunstand this morning. I'll tell you what. And you ain't never done none of my chips either.
I've told him first thing he's got to do is lean in and give you an handshake. See if you remember.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll just say I've not actually met Keith, and obviously Dave and there and so on and so forth. I met Kat, and got Rich, and looking forward to it. It should be an experience, shall we say? Probably end up as a mass fight, to be honest with you, because we'll probably fucking hate each other, to be honest. But Keith, Big Chris will be there to sort us out. He knows the score.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know, mate.
I'm easily bribed.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Especially when there's beverages and, well, I say light beverages for yourself, Chris, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, bacon or Diet Coke. I'm anybody's.
Yeah, and
bacon and Diet Coke, and I'm everybody's.
Yeah, And a decent sized bacon roll, mate. Decent sized bacon roll, or full English, mate. Yeah.
Nice sized bacon roll, runny egg, cup of splosh. Happy days.
You see, I can't work this out. I don't like bacon.
Right.
Now, the amount of times I've said to somebody, no, you're right, I don't like bacon, and people have turned around and gone, are you Muslim?
Yeah.
Is that what people think, that Muslims just don't like it?
No, is that it? Are you fucking real? I don't like bacon, so I must be Muslim. You know?
And actually, you're Jewish.
I didn't think you'd seen. I'm a Christian.
Oh.
Larry, did you snip the end off that?
Oh yeah.
I thought so.
Nice on sandwich with Marmite.
Oh, fucking Larry's nearly choked on his own wedge. What's going on? Fucking hell.
I wish I could do that.
Maybe later, Andy. Maybe later.
I was going to say, ask him nicely, he might let you, but...
Yeah. Oh, Bibbles just come back. He says, Bibble says, I've met Keith, and I thought that was mayonnaise on his chips.
Oh. Cat, I am sorry on their behalf.
Why am I here?
Thank God the little old lady's not here. Jesus. Why did she be up for it?
Well, mate, I tell you, you've got to think about it, because whenever he's doing his vlogs, his voice is always high, so I wonder and you don't often see his throttle hand, do you? So just the left hand, he's got it across the handlebars. Right?
Hello, YouTubers.
Hello. And it creeps up to a crescendo. And all of a sudden it wobbles and it shakes, so it just comes back down. And
I'll tell you what, I hope he watches this, because did you see his Sink the Planet video?
Yeah.
It just said, right, I'm going to try and keep away from Dean and Skeggy because of the noisy sounds. I pulled up behind him, run! Alright, Keith? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Well, obviously, I've heard your bike. I mean, the old crooner Dean Martin. I've not heard his particular bike. I think it's obviously of a similar sound, but not exactly the same, is it?
No, it's totally different pipes. Is a higher pitch.
Yeah.
I think so, anyway. But he's on about. He's hoping to come. I got a text message.
Yeah.
Which reads somewhere along the lines of, "I'm watching live."
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Watching live, going to try to make it
to
the ride out, but he's got no work booked at the moment.
Right.
So we'll try and get a few up with me, maybe able to get 3 or 5 riders.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. If we can get more, no doubt they'll be on.
Well, absolutely. I mean, like you say, anybody who's watching or anybody who knows us on Facebook or through any other particular social media or whatever, or just knows us personally, everybody's welcome. The more, the merrier, so to speak.
Unless you're a total dickhead.
Yeah.
Or just don't
That's
like
me, fuck.
Yeah.
I know. You see, I mean, it's one of them things, isn't it? You get these ride-outs where you get the people who just like to ride in front, get there quick. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. Just don't try and tap me out on the way past, as I've had in the past. We had it on the first monkey meet.
Yeah.
I know, it was riding along, and all of a sudden this twat comes and cuts. I shan't mention his name because he's a dick. He knows he's a dick. He cut straight in front of me. How he never took me? No, it wasn't you. I tell you what, how
he just cropped up. Sorry, mate. Who put that there?
Dave. How he never touched my front wheel as he come across me in front, I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, he could have had me and the missus off as easy though.
Yeah.
And
But I mean, any seasoned rider who's been on a ride out, I mean, obviously, most of us have. You understand the way it works, and it's not a race. It's about an idea. It's about a plan. Follow the plan. You get there safe. You all enjoy yourself. Happy days. Simple, isn't it?
So,
You know.
I like that saying.
Did you just repeat that? Not a race.
not a race.
I'll tell you what. I knew I seriously need to race this bloke, and I knew he seriously need to get a track, because I'll tell you what, he's getting up my nose now, calm. Right?
That will
the fact is, he has a smaller engine than me. Okay, I know Chris he's got a bigger engine than me, and his bike's a little bit quicker. We know that we were speaking about that the other night, weren't we, Chris?
You've also
but Mr. Calm, right, has 1,000 cc's to throw about. Yeah, 1,000. Probably 998 if I'm right in saying. Yeah.
1,043, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's the new Z1000, isn't it? But it's yeah. I mean, sorry. Should I say Mikey, as it's now known?
Really?
It's the new Z, and it's. I mean, you're talking the difference in new power compared to old power, and the fact that it's so light. I sat on it. I couldn't believe how light it was.
Yeah, really.
Oh.
I had a bit of a drag race the other day. Obviously, only up to
up to 30.
A whole 71 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much evenly matched with the Blackbird. So it's pretty quick.
Yeah, don't forget Toshi's got an heavy top box.
Yeah, I would have to. If we're going to go into specifics, we don't sort of talk about all that sort of stuff that's irrelevant really. But the simple fact is, the Blackbird was a fast bike. Although saying that the ZZR was quicker in some areas, the ZZR 11, the Blackbird topped it by 2 miles an hour, only for it to be completely have its arsehole ripped right apart, right, with the high abuser when it came out. Yeah. And then the ZX12 came. Yeah. And then the ZX12 went, and then the ZZR 14 come along.
I'm only keeping the Z for a little while until I've saved up for me H2.
Kawasaki.
You are a bit of a H2 fanatic, I must admit, aren't you, Rich?
I'll tell you, when I bought the Z, I was quite tempted actually to have a go on the H2 and just finance one.
Yeah.
Can you take that picture now, Dan? Now, David, it's frightening me.
Yeah, not only that. That's
a bit traumatised.
That's not only that, mate. It's on Crime Watch, that picture. So don't try and get us wrapped up into that sort of bullshit, man. Because the hangouts will be wiped out. Yeah.
And it's making me hungry.
Yeah. And they'll send the police round. It's random taps at each of our doors, mate. And I'll be offline. You watch. All because of the pictures.
Have you seen this man?
Character. Wyvern Spiker.
We'll be all right if it starts at Peach's house, knocking on his door. We've got time.
Yeah.
I knock on Peachy's door, we'll let him in for a coffee.
Yeah. They probably would. Like
some of my bikes that I've made have actually gone over 600 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Aeroplane.
Yeah, the one that Peachy's got is that you had one. You had one go to Ireland, you had one go to America.
Yeah.
Didn't know they could float.
Didn't even need to refuel it on the way.
No.
Very fast and fuel efficient.
That Penny's gone over 600 miles an hour as well.
Yeah, all made by Dave's Fairheads. Excuse me.
Sounds like my bike.
I just got to mention Cat's latest video. It was a track day. It was immense fun. It must have been travelling at 40 miles per hour plus around that particular track. It looks good. Backs were sticking the knees out. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, I thought it was 30 mile an hour and no overtaking.
But
That's
in all
what
honesty,
that's what they told us. And then
Yeah.
the first match, everybody went as fast as they could. So
and what happens? What happens? Right, it becomes a race.
Yeah.
Bex goes past Cat, right, and then Cat just drops a cog, man, and she's gone. Yeah, Bex, up yours, follow it. Yeah. It was
is
a
that
race.
how it came across?
What was you on, Cat? Was you on the TL?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good video. I enjoyed it.
It was a dry day then.
It was dry day.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
But tell us about what these, because you say on the video the next one is at Snetterton. I mean, obviously you know about track days, yeah. This is this was a classic. Was it a classic?
This is a lunchtime parade put on by the Vintage Jap Club.
Yeah.
And to go on track, it's free, and if you actually get into the circuit free, so you can watch all the racing, which is the classic racing club. Long as your bike is over 15 years old, you remember the VJMC, which costs about 25 quid. There's about 7 circuits you can do throughout the year, and I'm just doing the 3 I can actually ride to, so Snetterton with the last one for me.
Oh, never
It's
really
good fun.
Yeah, sounds like I looked at it as well. You know, was it a sort of a full day thing, Cat, or?
Yeah, full day. We got there at 9 o'clock. We both put our bikes into the show, just because the Vintage Jap Club's the biggest classic club in the world now, I think. Yeah. And they got the biggest stand, and then wheel the bike off and take it onto the track, and then bring it back. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Just another round. I did enjoy that.
But one I missed a few weeks ago was World Superbikes at Donington, and again, I could have got in free, which would have been a 50 quid saving on the ticket, and gone round for a lunchtime parade. Yeah. And it's not always as manic as that. Sometimes there's only like 20 bikes out, and we get a good bat on, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
To think, I remember my dad saying when these Japs first came over, they'll not last.
Nah,
this Jap crap, it'll not last.
That's right, it's certainly that, Skeggy. We live, you used to have the classic owners of, and mates of mine who had the Triumphs and the BSAs and the Nortons and so on and so forth. And it always used to be known as Jap crap, didn't it? And you used to look at their bikes and think, one day that'll fucking start. Where do you I see where you park it, mate. What do you mean? Well, look at the oil. And you know where any British bike has been, because it's just a stack of oil. But to be honest,
it's just marking its territory, mate, that's all.
But saying that, you always knew if a British bike had oil in it, because if it did, it would leave its territory marked, wouldn't it? That's what you're saying, mate. So I don't certainly not. It was just one of those things we grew up with, but I think we've all sort of grown together, as we have done with the scooters, to a point, really. Not this. Well, when I say that, I mean we see plenty of owners. Let's be quite honest. Of what class, if you're talking collectors' scooters, Lambrettas, yeah. Mm-hmm. Some would say Vespers, but I believe the Lambretta for a scooterist is the scooter to have. And we went to the Cot Dog Run, myself and Andy and a good few mates. And there was probably 3, 4, 5 quality-looking scooters. I mean, I'm not into them myself, but yeah, they were ting-tinging away as we sort of rode through the countryside and so on and so forth. So, we're all part of the two-wheeled fraternity somehow, we.
I tell you what, they go for a hell of a lot of money as well.
They do, mate. Yeah, in fact, we have quite a few come in, especially from India. Created up their proper official 25, 30, 40-year-old Lambrettas, and they're covered in dust and shit. But I'll tell you what, these people pay real good money for them. Yeah.
It reminds me of my first, shall we say, encounter with 08 Rides, because he was riding on his...
He's a miserable bastard, isn't
he? Yeah, he's a good lad. But he put a video up having a bit of a fucking moan because bikers weren't nodding to him or something. And I was just fucking let rip on him. I'm going, well, you're on a fucking moped and blah, blah, blah. Why don't you get a proper bike? And he's come back at me. And before I know it, we're having this row on his video. And then the conversation switches. And he starts talking about an old Rago he used to have.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I had one of them. And then it all just fucking went back uphill from there.
Yeah.
Didn't say that, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of time for that.
Yeah, I always feel like I've got to phone the Samaritans after watching one of his videos, but...
That's good, eh?
I'm only kidding, mate.
Alright, so long as you can stop and look at the view.
Well, I'd just like to start this video with a little bit of a moan. A rant is one thing, yeah, but a moan, really? What's going to come next, man? Right, that's it. I've decided. End it all, bollocks, and I set fire to me bike. Hey, this video's looking, right, this video's looking half decent already. Now, come on, let's just skip forward and see what happens. Cut me end up at the bike's still in one piece, you know, and the bloke is fucking whistling down the street, you know, bring me sunshine and all that shit. I think you're wasting my time here, buddy.
I've not met him. I've not met him.
No, I haven't, mate. No, no, because I think was he one of those that Keith has done a good few miles with. I think.
I think he came. I say I've not met him. I'm not sure. Did he come on the first infamously calm ride out?
I don't think so.
I thought he had. I thought he came on the first infamously. I can't get the fucking words out now. Stupid Guinness.
I thought young Richard would have answered that one, but he's probably sort of
infamously calm ride
Richard,
out.
you awake, mate?
Yeah,
Rich.
I'm still here. Who's that then?
08 ride.
I don't think so. No.
No.
Don't think so.
Did he go with Keith? Round,
Yeah.
he went with Keith, didn't he? And went round Ireland and quit halfway round or something.
I think so, yeah.
Keith didn't know but moan about him.
No, he did. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I think Keith was on the phone to the Samaritans every night as well. Right?
To be fair, 08 ride is the only guy.
Oh, are you kidding?
You know, I mean, I've not met the guy. He's probably a very nice guy. If you're watching, you're probably a very nice guy. But you are the only guy that I have ever known. Uggy Bryn, don't get pissed off. He really don't get. Uggy Bryn is the nicest guy you could wish to meet.
Yeah.
He managed to piss him off. I mean, that's hard work, you know.
Yeah. He actually runs the Samaritans, that bloke, doesn't he? He's fucking CEO, that bloke. You know.
Uggy Bryn is awesome, and I won't hear a word said against him.
Yeah,
Uggy Bryn is awesome.
No, he's one of the happiest people you don't know, isn't he? You know.
I think he's been on every one of my ride-outs, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a ride-out if Uggy wasn't there.
He definitely makes a bloody effort, that's for sure.
Yeah, to see him going up Chimney Bank on that Triumph America, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a sight to behold.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I can imagine 08 Ride turn up at fucking Hunstanton now just to fucking wind us up now.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, so do I.
I hope he does.
I've always spoke to the guy all right, you know, but I think in between that he's just produced some videos that really, you know, you think, are you trying to piss people off? Are you trying to really ruin their lives with this? You know, I mean, I'll come on to YouTube to enjoy myself, and bang, right? And it's, you know, I'm going to start this video with a fucking moan.
not a gripe.
Not a gripe. No, I won't even call it that. This is a real moan. Yeah. So,
when's he going to start? When are you going to start one like this? I've had enough.
You know what, mate? You see that?
That's hi, Tib. Yeah. Good night, Tib.
You all right, fellas?
All right, Kev.
Ladies.
Hello, Kev. How you doing, mate? All right?
Yeah, not too bad. Like you, mate?
Yeah, I'm alright, buddy. The old bandit's looking a bit shiny, mate. There's loads of extra bits on it. I hope your wife's watching, right?
Shut up. She's in the next room. Shut up.
I'll tell me that. I mean, the new bars, right? The new exhaust, the wheels. I mean, the engine casings look fantastic. The belly pan, the fact
it's impressive to spend 10 grand on a bandit. I mean, how do you manage it?
I really don't know how you've done it, but you did it, and it looks superb, mate. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I'd shout at the top of the street, "Look at my fucking bandit!" But don't tell her indoors. Yeah.
There, you've got a perfect bandit on H2 money.
One of my mates, Dave, he was saying the other day, he was saying, fucking hell, he said, that's the most expensive bandit in the whole of the fucking Northwest. I tallied it up the other day, I've actually spent more on it, on bit, than I actually pay for the bike. So.
Oh dear. To be fair though, she told you couldn't trade it in, so it's your own fault, isn't it?
Right, maybe Spires, I think, he daren't tell her anything about that bike, and he's talking about getting another fucking bike, and was it 1200 GS or something or other?
No, to be fair,
thinking
says
about
she can't trade it in, didn't say couldn't buy a new one.
I think I've worked it out. Yeah. I think I've worked it out. He wanted to trade it in against a Z1000 SX, But there's quite a difference in price. But if you keep adding enough bits, eventually the band will be worth, and you just go, it's a straight swap. It's a straight swap.
Exactly. That's the plan. That's the plan.
Oh,
no, I don't know what to do yet. I'm torn between upgrading the Tiger for a 12, maybe whether it's a GS or an Explorer, or getting rid of the Bandit and getting a hoon bike like a Z1000 or you know, I don't know. Hoon bike. Yeah.
Hoon. Is there a lot of weight difference, Kev, between what you've got and the 12?
There's about for the Explorer, I think it's about 25 kilos, so it's not a massive amount.
Yeah, I bet it's not noticeable really.
But the Explorers, it's 150 brake, so it's a big difference in power. But the Tiger's 95 brake, so it's a big difference.
Quite a big difference.
Saturday, Kev.
Yeah. No, in fact, no, because I'll end up fucking buying one.
Yeah, imagine that. Yeah, it's better than that bike.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Kev, there are some bastards about.
I don't know how many videos I've got now with that particular clip.
I've still got it on there, mate. I've got a little soundbite, mate. It's on my desktop, and I think when I come across something decent, mate, that will go back on there.
You know what it is? He's keeping it, so when he actually hears himself make that noise, when he's test riding the bike, he knows that's the bike.
It's like a key card, isn't it? Just comparison there.
I think I'm going to have to start hitting you all for copyright claims and make some money off the back of it all.
Fucking comparison soundbite, mate.
Go for it.
I keep sort of tried different ideas of what I could edit to, you know. I thought, you know, I was going to go to the extreme. I thought, no, I better not. There was some. I mean, but I thought, I don't know. I might have taken it as far as I can possibly go with that little stunt thing. I did have the little soundbite on my Nitro Circus video at one point. I don't know if you can see that video.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. You did comment, you bastard. Right, but there you go. Right, but you know, I thought, something a little bit different in it. You know, there's a good sound effect. It's you know, it is natural for somebody who's been used to riding sort of, you know, should we say, not sports bikes,
middleweight bikes.
Yeah, and then you sort of hop on a Kawasaki SX, you know, obviously owned by Mr. Calm Spiker, and way, man, I mean, the sound effect was spot on, brilliant. I laughed at that so many times. I repeated that video hundreds of times. Hence the fact it's got so many views on it, just for that laugh. You know?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun ride. But,
we went out for 10 minutes, didn't we, Kev?
I was just going to say that, yeah. My missus and Richard's missus, Rich said, oh, do you want to go out for a little spin on the SX? And I was like, yeah. And we were going for dinner. We were going out for dinner, the four of us. So we said, oh, we'll only be 10 minutes. Just going to go around the block. An hour and a half later, we turned up. They were not happy. They were literally. We had to get back to the hotel room, a quick shower and change, and Rich was back at the hotel room in about 20 minutes. Right, we're ready. So yeah, we were two very unhappy women.
Yeah,
but you had a big grin on your face that covered it for three anyway.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I love this bike.
Worth it.
But I've done it again. I've done it again to her this weekend because Richard and I we're going up to the Peak District this weekend to do a test run of the infamous Calm ride.
Yeah.
And Jenny said to me the other day, she said, I'm going out Saturday night with a couple of friends. Is there any chance you can give me a lift? I said, well, what time are you going out? And she said, oh, about 5 o'clock. And I said, well, at lunchtime, I'm going for a ride with Rich. So she said, oh, fucking forget it, I'll see you Sunday.
They got no compassion, mate.
She knows what me and Rich are like, because we're both like, we'll get somewhere and we're like, oh, should we go a bit further? Should we do a bit more? And that's what we're both like.
Can you make sure he takes his wallet?
That's like That's like the cop dog run we had. I mean, I think nearly we were the last three blokes nearly there. Me, Andy, and my mate Bod with a Harley Davidson. And we were just chatting away. It was all revolving about the wives. And I mean, Bod's wife was really pissed off with him for spending time with his bike and going out, on this run. I think I had a fallout with my missus. I think Andy, had a bit of a sort of a bit of a not a cloud with Andy. I think we're just chatting away as we do, and expressing how the women in our lives can bite sometimes when they're not so happy with our riding hours, shall we say.
You realise she sat behind you, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking notes.
Yeah, well, she is, mate. She's just turned the TV off, so she's probably listening anyway. But you know what I'm saying, and you do say, yeah, and you do say to yourself, you know, I'm only going out for an hour. I'm just going to nip out for an hour, and you come back after 3, and you don't think about it. You think, oh, she'll be alright with that, and you don't have to pay the price for that. So I don't know about you people, but I do.
I've just got one worse. I was talking to Mrs. C the other day, and she said, "Well, we've got her parents. It's the golden wedding anniversary."
Yeah.
I said, "What date's that on?" She said, "Well, we're going out in the afternoon, and it's like all afternoon, all night." I said, "What date's that on?" 17th of September.
Right.
Ooh. Wow. I'm going to be a bit late.
So what was the sweetener, shall we say?
I just said I'll be a bit late.
That's not good.
She said I'll probably be pissed by the time you get there. I'll just play catch up.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic.
My message is pretty good, to be fair. I mean, if I go out for the ride, even if I say I'm going to be a couple of hours, she writes me off for the whole day. So she's pretty good. She's pretty good like that.
My missus tends to say, "Shouldn't you be somewhere?" What do you mean? You're getting under my feet. Go for a ride. Okay.
Yeah. I think you're quite lucky as well, Skeggy, mate. I mean, you spend most of the day riding, don't you, really? To be honest with you, you sort of when you see your videos, you tend to think, Jesus, man, he's on that bike again. Lucky bastard. And I think his videos coming left, right, and centre, and I think he's enjoying himself. He's meeting God knows how many people every day of the week. Yeah, and this sorry ass piece of shit is doing 12 hours at some frigging haulage yard, and I'm thinking, really? Why can't I be doing that? Why can't I be getting out and about?
Damn, bro, sorry about your damn luck.
No, seriously, mate, you know, sometimes I think, why the hell am I doing all these poxy hours when I could be out enjoying my bike, you know, and just...
Well, because unfortunately we've all got mortgages to pay.
Well, that's true, mate, but at the end of the day, you know...
First of all, Weggy, what you have to do is replace your skeleton with pain. Then you'll be able to have the reason to be off work to be able to do it.
Dave, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, and that means including yourself, my man. And I'll tell you what, it's good to see you back to form and also enjoying being back to work, mate, if I can turn that one round on you.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, it's so much better. These new injections I'm having as well, it's amazing. It keeps me fit and mobile.
Yeah.
The amount of pain I've lost now.
Yeah.
Dave, you still can't do this, though, can you?
No, I can't do that. I can go. Unless I'm on my seat, and then I can do that.
that was a bit mean, really, wasn't it? Life sucks. I've learned that.
Yeah. Yeah. But you do sometimes you think, you know, you get one chance of this life. And yeah, we all got families, all got kids, and they're all growing up, and wives, and God knows ex-wives and stuff. But at the end of the day, you think, fucking, why could I have had a massive silver spoon years ago?
Oh, wouldn't it be nice?
You know, just as
wouldn't it be nice?
I'll tell you what, Weg. I know you're an ugly motherfucker, but you'll never have to work again. Yeah. have as many bikes as you want, you know, and just live the life of friggin' Riley. And just travel the world, you know. You never have to work, do jack shit in your life. All your bills will be paid. Yeah, women will just throw themselves at you. Well, they throw. But throwing things at me was what they really meant to say, right?
I like it.
Wouldn't that be lovely, eh? Weggy, you've now got a cheque for £1 million in your bank account. I wonder what
your missus has sat behind you, chuckling her fucking head off, thinking, what a top.
Yeah, I know, really. You say you talk some shit, don't you?
Oh, dear.
Right, so here's a question then. What would you do with £1 million?
Do you know what, mate? I think, fucking nice, lovely brand new bike and some bits and And I think I'd treat myself and the wife to a brand new house, and she'd have a nice little car.
Buy a pair of slippers.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd invest a load of money for the kids, and the big ones wouldn't be so much for myself, really, as for them, really, to be honest.
Fuck the kids, what have they done for you?
Fuck off.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, they don't fucking back. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, kid, is there any chance you mow the garden? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I've got to be going because I've got work in the morning, so I'm going to have to say goodbye.
No, that's an excuse, mate. I start at 5.
Dave,
That's irrelevant. I've got to get my beauty sleep.
Dave, if you can make it to the ride out, it'd be awesome to see you.
Absolutely,
I'm
David.
hoping so.
That'd be fantastic, mate.
If you need to borrow a bike, I have a spare one.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get there. That's for sure. Because I want to meet Weggy and a few others, and Andy and that. So yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, do your best. I mean, you've got to know cue ball, ain't you?
Yeah.
Well, go and smack him over the head and pinch his bandit. Right? Chris knows Simon cue ball. Right? Yeah. I should say, cue ball. Say, tell you what, spend a day with your family, mate. And I'll have your bandit, mate, and I'll use that to go and see Weggy and Skeggy and everybody else at Hunstanton. He'll understand.
Any decent mate would loan you the bike, wouldn't they?
Yeah, because they would. Yeah. He can worry about you scratching the paint because they ain't got none, is it?
No, yeah. Football paint.
Yeah.
Weggy, you're an evil fucker.
Well, it's sprayed matte black, mate. It's a rat bike. And it's got a little furry animal on the handlebars.
Aye, yes.
Oh, right, so there, Chris, I know it's a little furry animal. I don't know what it is. Some fucking furry thing.
Probably a monkey or something like that.
Oh, I don't know, mate. Don't know.
Anyway, good night, everybody. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good to see you, Dave.
Buddy.
Hello, mate.
Hey, keep in the loop, Dave, will you?
I will do. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Take care, Dave.
Bye, mate. But oh, what? That's good to hear, sort of, Dave. I know he's been sort of saying that he's been feeling a lot better, and nice to hear that he's finally got himself into the frame of mind where he wants to do full-time hours again. So that's good.
It is. It is.
You know. But anyway, it's been absolutely splendid to see everybody again.
Bloody marvellous.
Things have moved on quite swiftly. You know, we haven't sort of had the hangouts of late, and it's just good to have the hangouts. Although I think, I don't know about you people. I mean, I'd always like to think that somebody else would do a hangout every now and then.
I keep trying.
I've tried a couple of times and failed.
I know Andy. Obviously, Andy spoke to me like a couple of weekends. Wants to really start sussing out the hangouts. It's not because I don't mind doing them. It's just the fact that because of my shifts and that, I'd like to see if, for whatever reason, I can't make it. Then obviously you people getting together and having a different, I suppose, approach to it. You know, like Mr. B did once before, and especially Bobby.
I'll tell you now what half the problem is, and people are frightened of this, because I've spoke to different people about it, and what they're frightened of is being sat there on their own, billing home mates, and no fucker wants to join until there's 4 or 5. Once there's 4 or 5, people will start joining.
Yeah.
When you just sat there waiting, as you know, you don't start an hangout live until you've got probably 4 people.
No, people who have done though.
You know, yeah. I mean, I've sat there watching that twat Reesbud bloody. Sat there all by himself. Oh well, nobody wants to join tonight.
Yeah.
I'll give it another 10 minutes. 15 minutes later, it's still that sat there. I'm still billing home, mates.
Yeah.
I swear, man, it's that that gives me a thumbs down on every video.
Yeah. I'll start getting it myself, mate. I don't know what's going on. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I won't turn it off because I don't care, really. I was just as happy to see a thumbs down as I have a thumbs up. So I don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm not trying to make my particular channel any better or bigger than what it is. 213 subscribers yesterday, 212 today. So I mean,
he's got some sort of script running because within 10 minutes of any video I upload, within the first 10 minutes, I've got 2 thumbs down.
Oh yeah.
Every video. Within the first.
That'll be the same bastard doing that every time.
Yeah.
Mine tends to take about a day. And then I always check just on through principle now, just to see where that thumbs down came from.
Yeah.
Oh, what a surprise! The same place. The only person from like Florida or wherever it is, like, you know, and it's like,
Yeah. Honestly,
I don't even bother checking as far as I'm concerned whether they like it or dislike it. It's still a view.
That's the way I look at it now. I sort
yeah.
of laughed to myself and think, well, you had to view it. It still counts. It
Well,
still
exactly.
counts.
And you think to yourself, well, tell you what, if you viewed it, right, then who's the fucking stupid one who viewed it, didn't like it, and then put a thumbs down? I mean, at the end of the day, you get a sort of certain way through a video, and then you think, well, that's a load of old shite, or you might watch it all and think, I don't agree with it. But to me, to be honest with you, if I've got something, I don't ever thumbs down. Not unless it's something that I think is really stupidly offensive.
Yeah.
You know, and even then, I'll give an answer as to why I give the thumbs down. I won't just boom, bang, you know, and leave it. Yeah. You know, to me, it's a pointless task. You might as well not bother. But
what's the point in remaining anonymous when nobody else knows that it was you that did it?
Exactly.
You know, if I dislike something, I want to tell people why I disliked it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got loads of thumbs down on my camera unboxing video. I don't know why.
Oh, that was awesome. That was the best unboxing I've ever seen. It's a shame the camera hit the floor, but
I think the worst one I did is my full kit wankers video, and I think that's got more. I think that's actually got more dislikes than likes. So I don't think people like being called full kit wankers.
You know, talking about that Winnipeg video earlier, I got a lot of negative comments on that. A couple of people calling me a fucking retard and all sorts. I was like, fuck it, yeah, cheers, mate.
Well, it's like I think as Skeggy said. I mean, my son paid for myself and him to go to the Nitro Circus in Vauxhall Stadium, Ipswich, and there was nothing offensive about the video. It's just some footage I put up, you know, of the lads, you know, doing their stunts. As if you know anything about Nitro Circus, you'll know what it's all about. You know, it was a great show. It was only half of what they normally do because of the weather. Because it's an outside stadium. They couldn't do anything near what they would do in the inside arenas, but we still enjoyed it, and it was good. There was nothing offensive, nothing wrong with it. If you might come across to somebody as, well, you know, it's a bit boring, so bollocks, you know, turn it off. But I think I got 2 thumbs downs for that video, and even Skeggy said to me, "Who the fucking hell would thumbs down a Nitro Circus video?" You know,
it's like you know, you've clicked on it knowing what it is.
Yeah.
And you can see straight away it's a stunt show, and you've gone, oh, I'll thumbs down this. So to me, that sort of don't go, I'm thumbs down the video.
Yeah.
What they're doing is, to me, that's like personal. It's the thumbs down you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the way I look at it. It's like people who, like, with all the altercations that took place, probably 2 years ago now, with the certain American bloggers. Ever since, I'd never had a thumbs down until then. And when all the Alan Bolton shit hit the fan, ever since then I've had thumbs down on videos from the same place. And it's like, yeah, like you say. I mean, I give Kev's a thumbs down every video.
Me too.
It was only on your say-so, Richard. You know, I just thought, well, no, Richard told me to. So.
I mean, to be fair,
going.
I do waffle a lot of shit, though, to be fair, don't I? So,
I don't mind
I dislike my videos if I could.
I don't mind the negative comments. I get a cheap thrill out of somebody, you know, going, "You're a complete nutter," whatever, and you just go, "Thanks for watching."
I mean, there's one particular word I never use, and that's cunt. I just never use it.
No.
I can't remember you ever using that one. No. Well, I mean, last time I met you, obviously.
Probably,
the time before that, I mean, it was like 2 or 3 times.
Well, you know, it was.
We got back a couple of years.
When I was putting the tent up, you'd call me a slow.
A couple of years ago at Pass and Drove, you only said it once.
Yeah.
And I think that was when you explained you didn't say it. So you never say that, Skeggy.
Never. But the funny thing was, was that when I hit the hole with the water?
The well, I think it was quite a deep well, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's like the ocean, more like the ocean.
18 feet.
But I mean it's like I just got one comment on that whale video I did, And it just said in capital letters, cunt. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. My answer was, well, it obviously could. It's just like, I can't understand some people.
No.
I just I don't know.
It's like if you're going to write an answer, write it properly, and not in some crap that you can't even understand, and you think, well, now I've got to reply to the twat, or instantly don't like, or I'm going to think I'm not going to like. Sorry, mate, what did you say? Can you repeat that? Then they come back with something that's just as fucking stupid. And you think, oh, I'm wasting my time there, mate.
I had got to be when you get a comment that doesn't make any sense but isn't offensive.
Yeah.
And you feel like you should reply to it.
Yeah.
But what am I going to
do? You start the ball rolling, don't you?
Yeah. What am I going to say? I'm just. Should I also pick 10 random words from the dictionary?
I think the best one I ever had was what was it? Your title isn't grammatically correct.
Right.
And I'm like, what? Well, why is my title not grammatically correct?
Yeah.
My title was entitled something like Wyvern Bikers Tip Shop Run. Do you know what I mean? What have they got problems with? Didn't I put a comma between Wyverns, and the S on the end or something? I'm like, how can you have a problem with the title?
I suppose, isn't it?
It's like, don't bother. Just don't bite. That's what it is, isn't it? Don't bite, because if you bite, they've got you.
But you get something silly, and you think, I mean, it's like if you watch one of Richard's videos, you come back with an answer like, "Why do you call yourself Calm Biker?" And he'll come back with an answer, and they'll just say "twat" after that.
Yeah, but if you met Richard,
why?
Because you too many people who know me.
Yeah, that's it.
It's usually Kev, isn't it? It's Kevatosh, basically.
Yeah. It's like Andy. It's a wonder Andy don't get something like, I bet you're not even from Suffolk.
Hey, you're putting it on.
You're putting it on, not even from Suffolk. I think next time I see Weggy's videos, I'm just gonna put happy days.
I think we should start a campaign that whatever Weggy puts up, we should just put some random words that look like they could be a sentence.
Just some random shit. And if you can start putting more thumbs down, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.
I think the best thing to do is to get my son to reply to a few of the comments, because I've never known anybody just write a text message and just leave it as it is. You know what I mean? If I read some of them, it's like there's no punctuation.
No.
Most of the words are wrong because it's used that bloody predictive text.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
He sent me a text message the other day. It had the word cabbage in it. and it was something about I'm going to be late home, Dad.
Yeah.
But it had the word cabbage. I went, what?
Yeah. And you send them a text back and you don't get nothing in return. You think, what's going on here? You take the piss.
He never answered his phone.
Oh, I sent one of them to you anyway the other day, didn't I, Skeggy?
Yeah.
I do it on the iPad when I'm on my exercise bike, and I click send, and I look at it and I think, that's not what I just typed.
I got a thing, it says something about extra, EXT, wasn't it? No, it was ETC.
Etc.
Etc. ETC, yeah, ion. And I'm sat there thinking, what does he mean? I don't know what it means. And then I read the bit underneath it about 20 minutes later that said, "Oh, bloody predictive text or whatever." Decided to send it. It was supposed to be reflection.
Well, boys, before we go any further, I've got to go. My wife is working for me tonight, and I've got to pick her up from work in 10 minutes.
Nice one, Andy.
I thought when you said she was working for you, mate, she'd been on the fucking table all night, but there you go.
No, she's been pulling pints.
Of course, she was on the
Yeah, she's been filling pints tonight, so I've got to go and pick her up. I just did a text. So
She's
anyway,
a good girl.
She is.
Anyway.
I shall see you all on the 10th. And
nice.
Weggy, I'll let you work out what we're doing and whatever.
Yeah, I'll
you get in touch with me.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
mate. Also, I'll sort it out with Cacti and obviously with Larry because he obviously wants to join us. And I think, to be honest, we'll just sort of go from there. So I'll see what I can put together, Andy. But whatever the case may be, we'll be shooting up there, whatever. So
yeah. Okay. See you all later, boys and girls.
Yeah, see you, Andy.
Take care, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot as well, chaps, because I've got work in the morning. So.
Yeah, likewise, mate. Yeah, thank Christ that's Friday, mate. That's all I can say. It's been a long week this week.
Bad in it. Bad in it. I'll see you, chaps, next time. I'll see you, Kev, on Saturday.
You will, mate. I'll be in touch.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Rich. Be good to finally meet up, dude. Tell you.
See you, chaps, and Cat.
Yeah.
Honorary chap.
Honorary chap.
I'm off as well, gents. Just wanted to pop in to say hello because I haven't seen you all for so long. So next one I'll be on for a bit longer. I've just been out this evening. So.
Mate, it's mighty fine to see you, Kev. You take it easy, man, and look after that bandit, yeah?
Will do, mate. Will do.
You didn't do any other.
No, I've got I was meant to be busy that weekend of your ride, Skeggy, but I think it's cancelled now, so I might be able to. It's a long ride, but I might be able to make it. So, but I'll let you know close to the time.
Fucking right, mate. It'll be mighty fine, won't it?
So, anyway, I'll see you later, guys.
See you later, buddy.
Bye.
Oh dear.
I'll tell you what a fantastic evening. I must say, it's funny when you do your whole hangout. You think, I don't run out of ideas and shit, because you do, don't you? You know, it's going to be a while, and especially now I'm sort of suffering fucking the early forms of some sort of crazy shit.
50-ish dementia, that's what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't particularly bother me, but it does happen. You think, oh man, I just cannot remember what the hell I was talking about. And you do. You see it with me. You'll see that I'm talking about something, I'll forget a name, and I can't even think about it.
Weggy, I'm not joking, it really pisses me off, because I'll be halfway through a sentence, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
It's like somebody just reached in and just grabbed that thought, took it away.
Just take it away, kicked it down the street. And then you're left there sort of looking, and you think.
Thing is, 20 years ago, I used to look at my dad and think, are you for real? Because it'd be halfway through the conversation and it'd do what we're doing.
Yeah, excuse me, Skeggy, I'm just going to say, and we can all say, I'll tell you what, it's been absolutely great to have Bimble and Rambo follow us all evening. Cheers, guys, for sort of checking out, watching and dig back, Carl, as well. And Carl, you're going to have to get in contact with me somehow, boy. As you probably gather, we've sort of moved on. Some of us have, and doing other things. But stay in touch, Carl. Even if it's through Google, mate. Let me know what you want to do, mate. If you want to run to the Hunstanton, and it'd be great to see you, mate. Then we can sort out all sorts of stuff to go with it. That includes the other guys on here. I know Bimble lives down. He lives down Cornwall, doesn't he, Bimble?
Yeah. Down. Oh bloody hell.
Bude, I think.
Yeah. Bude, that's it. Bude, yeah. The Bring Me Sunshine Bude video. I remember that one. Yeah, absolutely. Love a place. Lovely place. But anyway, Bimble, Carl, and Rambo, mate. Cheers, lads. It's very much appreciated, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. That's been fantastic. Thanks. And I'm now going to vacate the area, so to speak, because I've got to move on for Ventures New again tomorrow for a final 12 hours of shite, and then we'll start 3 days for the weekend, so that'd be nice. But Kat, Chris, Larry, Skeggy, that's been fantastic, and everybody else who joined us, absolute blast, so thanks for joining us. And anyway, as I say, we've got the Huntstand to meet on September the 10th, hopefully, and this includes anybody who wants to come along and join us, 125cc+. It's going to be a fantastic day. Hopefully the sun will be out. Even if it's not, it's still going to be a fantastic day.
Yeah, it's what you make it.
And, it's something to look forward to, and there's going to be plenty of faces up there, whether it's with the biking world, motovlogging, whatever, but plenty of familiar faces to meet and have a chat to. Everybody's approachable apart from, me possibly. But seriously, it's, and also we just finally mentioned the Calm, remind me what it's called.
Infamous Calm Ride Out, is that something?
Yeah, infamous the Calm Ride Out too.
That's infamously Calm Ride. So so that is the following weekend on the 17th, which can be, and all the information can be accessed on Richard's Facebook page, and also via obviously the YouTube, the video. He's putting up various videos promoting the particular ride out itself. So yeah, again, it'll be another cracking weekend. But at this particular point in time, I'd just like to thank everybody who's joined us, everybody down in the panel. Fantastic, and we will do this again soon. On that particular note, I'm now going to say goodbye. Would you like to say goodbye to the folks at home?
Bye, folks at home.
Well, there's 3 of them actually.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
two now.
In that case, it's been goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from...
Exactly. Anyway, chaps, good to see you. I'm now going to shut it right down. I'm going to bed. So, fantastic. See you soon.
Cheers, guys.
Larry?
Cheers.
Yeah, Larry, stay in touch, mate. You need to sort out this run up to Suffolk, yeah?
Yeah, you got me Facebook page anyway, so just give us a shout, mate.
Most certainly have. And so if you want to know anything else, obviously, we Skeggy's Facebook page, and then we all sort of chat and sort things out on there anyway, so happy days, yeah?
Marvellous.
Word of wisdom.
Finally, good night.
Word of wisdom.
Yeah.
If you could be careful. If you can't be careful, buy a pram.
Oh. That's one way around it.
I'll tell you what, Larry,
Yeah,
stay in Somerset, will you, mate?
Yeah, no worries.
Good, mate, no, seriously. I'm sure we can find some funny old stuff to talk about, mate, when we hang about that Wells chip shop, mate, I'll tell you. Yeah.
All right, bud. Anyway, good night, everyone.
See you later, all.
Night, Larry.
All right, mate.
Take care, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Night.